All right, welcome back to Take a Pitch. Let's do this. Fucking Sunday night, yet again. Here we are, the boys. We're back. How you guys doing?
Electric intro right there.
Thanks, man.
We're still breathing.
I'm dead. I'm exhausted.
Aren't we all at this point?
Slept horrible last night. My neck is killing me. Let's do this. Let's go.
God. No IL trips for you though.
First things first. Let's do this. Let's get right into it. The first month of baseball is over. April has come to an end, and how we all feeling after the first month of baseball?
I mean, could be better, could be worse.
What about not fandom perspective, just baseball perspective, baseball fans perspective?
There's not much to complain about other than the umpires, I guess.
and the runner on second rule still being a thing.
Yeah, that's kind of tough to watch.
But we've talked about it the last 3 weeks though.
Yeah,
it's to be honest, it's the most competitive it's been in a very long time.
Yeah,
that's true.
I was gonna say
I love the competition that we've gotten to see so far. Yeah.
Let me ask you guys a quick question. What's the biggest surprise from the first month of the season for you guys?
I guess the Mariners, maybe
the Royals,
Mariners.
For me, it's these pitcher ERAs. They're like minuscule.
It's not surprising because they deaden the balls.
Not only that, I also feel like, with the shortened season, that helped pitchers, that hurt hitters.
Right.
So,
Yeah, but when as a hitter, up a 0.5.
Yeah, he was. What he pitched today?
He knew he would. He had a 0.39 eventually.
Well, either way, whatever it was,
he pitches tomorrow, I think.
So he has a 0.39.
Either way,
he's leading MLB.
Yeah,
ridiculous. He's giving up one run.
In the worst
division. Yeah. Of course, like, it's not sustainable, and we all know this. But to go a month giving up only one earned run, that's that at the end of the day, that's still something to, no matter who you're facing or what you're facing, even if it is the worst division in baseball, one of the worst divisions, one of the two worst, it's it's still something that's pretty cool.
Good for him though. He's finally figured it out somewhat. Because he was supposed to be good. He was a very touted prospect.
He had a couple good years.
Yeah.
I'm looking at his underlying numbers. I just don't think it's sustainable.
Not at all.
No,
obviously that's not sustainable. Even like a sub 3 probably isn't.
The thing that'll help him though is that Kansas City is such a good defensive team.
Yep.
Always was.
Speed and defense.
I mean, his average fastball is 93.8.
Yeah, he's a little bit solid. Above average on velocity, but his spin isn't great. His curve spin isn't great, so he has
his stinker's
average stuff.
Sheesh.
He gives up a lot of hard hit balls. Expected ERA is a little above average. Expected batting average a little above. So he's gonna regress quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
Soon.
And we'll see that as it gets warmer.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Especially, a lot of those teams in the Central, they're, North.
He's got a 0.6 ERA, Billy. 5 starts.
Yeah.
Oh, so he gave him another run. I know he had a 0.39 going into his last start then.
Yeah, but either way, he's got a 0.6. DeGrom's got a 0.51. Corbin Burns had, before Monday, had what, a 0.31 or 3 something?
Yeah, I think it's the same thing. I think, yeah, 0.36.
It's just, these numbers are minuscule. I get low ERAs like 1 point something. No, we're sub ones for starters.
Yep.
He's faced the Indians, Angels, Rays, Tigers, and Twins. So 3 good teams.
A lot of bad teams. Cold offenses though.
Yeah. He faced the Twins the other day and had pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, 2 hits.
Wow.
So that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But other than that, the Tigers are playing a bunch of zombies. The Rays don't have a good offense unless they play the Yankees. The Angels are kind of hit or miss, and then the Indians are pretty dog shit also. So
yeah,
Mac is just ripping on everyone at this point.
So here's the team of the month. We had Carson Kelly, a catcher, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Nick Solak, Justin Turner, Trey Turner, Jesse Winker, Mike Trout, Ronald Acuna Jr., and the DH was Yermin Mercedes. And then starting pitcher, Jacob deGrom. And then closer or relief pitcher, Mac's all-time favorite player, James Karinchak.
That's nasty.
Yeah.
It's just good.
But you gotta show love to Chapman, honestly. I'll give you that. Aroldis Chapman, what, 9 innings,
22 strikeouts.
Yeah,
an absurd. Yeah, whatever. I don't remember. What, one run or something like that?
Yeah, I was honestly
No
a little surprised that it wasn't him. To be honest,
I think it's no runs, 1 hit, 9 innings, 22 strikeouts.
How many walks?
I could look it up. I want to say probably 2.
I say 2 or 3. Yeah.
I was gonna say a couple of.
But like Chapman deserves to be on that. JD Martinez had a fucking monster April.
Yeah.
Just Castellanos was on there, right?
No.
No.
Do you listen to
He
me?
also had a monster April. I misheard it.
He did. Winker, Trout, and Acuna Jr.
Okay.
It's by
yeah.
position. It's not 3 outfielders.
Oh, I gotcha.
It is a left fielder, center fielder, and right fielder.
Chapman has 3 walks.
3 walks.
3 walks, 5 saves, 22 strikeouts, 0.5 whip, 2 exactly hit per 9, a 22 strikeout per 9, and yeah.
Wow.
Unreal.
Man, he's close to 300 career saves, I believe.
Yeah, he's at 290.
Yeah. Good for him.
Speaking of the team of the month, who said that we should draft Jesse Winker in fantasy, by the way?
Me.
Who are we giving credit to? Maka?
Yes.
Give her the cap on that one. Jesus Christ. The fucking steal of the year.
I know a left-handed swing when I see one.
Oh man, we'll get a fantasy update later, obviously.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Do that.
We don't need to do it. Yeah, we don't need to do it this week.
Oh, it really is. It didn't. Oh.
It's so. I mean, let's just get into it quickly right now. We lost, but we didn't lose tremendously in any category, and our offense was fucking dog shit all week.
Well, is Kepler even alive?
No, he only played this weekend. I think he got reactivated yesterday, actually.
The only thing we really got kind of like smoked on is hits, OPS.
Yeah, and like average was a nice little gap. ERA had a little bit of a gap.
You got hurt. We went through a slew of catchers.
Yeah, that was fucking.
But that was our plan going into it. Figure out a catcher at some point in the season.
Since fucking Mets and Dunning got lit up on the same day, they've been so consistent.
Yeah.
And Goldschmidt.
Goldschmidt is fucking. He's been brutal. He was like 0 for like 20 something going into this week. So I mean, it happens. Pick him up next week. DeGrom pitches tomorrow or Tuesday.
Wow.
What?
I'm looking at it.
Yeah, we don't have to address any more of that. Let's get past that. So yeah, overall it was a great first month in my opinion, and I'm excited to see the rest of the year because it looks like teams are starting to settle into what they are going to be doing. We're getting the hints of what the teams are going to be doing. That nobody sustains what they do through April generally. So yeah. Team of the month.
That's a good question.
I mean,
like the easy pick would most people would take is obviously the Dodgers, but I wouldn't take the. That's my
I'm
pick
thinking
too.
Red Sox, man.
Red Sox are a good choice.
Royals. I'm high on the Royals.
I mean,
you're so cheeks, bro. Fuck the Royals. Fuck you and fuck the Royals. 2015.
I know. But it's a totally different team than it was.
No, I don't give a shit.
It has to be the Giants.
Yeah, I 100%
doesn't have to be the Giants.
It has to be the Giants.
I agree with Mike because they've had the most, pretty much everyone's hitting at least a little bit, and their pitchers are all, rolling. Whereas,
staying competitive,
yeah, like everyone's, has been a part of their success so far.
The reason why I would say it's not the Red Sox is because we know their offense is gonna hit. Like,
but
the Giants scares you.
Yeah, but you didn't think that you knew you'd
right, and
get Bogarts, Devers
too, right?
and Martinez, right? You didn't expect Kike and Hernandez to have a big part. Verdugo has had 1/2 season that was good. So I mean, and then
I'm scared of Christian Vasquez.
Bobby Dahlback. I mean, Vasquez is good, yeah. And then
But you're looking at the Giants lineup. You're not looking at. You didn't think Posey was going to be alive.
yeah, but you got no. I don't think the
Evan
Giants will
Longoria.
sustain it.
No, it's just for this month. We're just talking about this month.
Okay, that's
just this
true.
month.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
this
yeah.
month.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Listen, the Giants could sustain it. You never know because
And you have 𝒂𝒂💏 pitching.
Their pitching is
right.
way,
Their pitching is suspect.
they're overperforming like a lot.
No doubt. But again, it's baseball. You never know what's going to happen.
But Kevin Gausman does seem to have.
He's good. No, yeah, he's legit good.
You know,
he's like always has good stuff.
Yeah, and 𝒂💏 is he's definitely outperforming what he is.
Yeah,
but he's looked good too. I mean, we're obviously going to see him digress a little bit, and yeah.
The question really becomes with the Giants is how long can they keep this up in the division? Because again, you're in the division with the Dodgers, who are on paper the best team in baseball, and they're playing like it too.
So no,
well, not lately, but like
their offense has pretty much been carried by Justin Turner and a little bit of Corey Seager.
And their bullpen is cheeks.
Yeah, their starting rotation has been fucking lights out. All of
Dustin
them.
May just got hurt.
Yeah, but they can cover that.
I know it's gonna be Price.
Julio Urias has been fucking dominant. You know, who saw that coming? You know, so I wouldn't say that the Dodgers are. I wouldn't say like they have played like a World Series contender.
They did at a point. They did
over
that.
They were like 13-2 or whatever. Yeah,
the last week and a half they've been struggling, and it's bound to happen.
Did you guys watch that game last night?
Yes,
against the Brewers. I missed the bottom of the 11th.
That was a crazy game.
It was nuts.
Just back and forth. The Brewers did not die.
Completely through that game. It was crazy.
I mean, they sold that team, so hard.
Yeah. But did you see the Dodgers today? Fucking AJ Pollock, their platoon guy had 8 RBIs.
Pollock and who else had
Beatty.
7?
They both had 7 each.
I mean, that's fucking ridiculous, dude.
Yeah. Like, granted, it was against who was it against? Was it Lauer?
I have no idea, honestly.
I don't remember.
But the Brewers are another team that you could say, hey, we didn't really expect them to do too much.
Yeah, especially missing Yelich for points and and Kane.
Said that, Max.
I think a lot of people are high on the Brewers.
I'm high on the Brewers.
Just because of the division they were.
That's pretty much why. And going into the season, like I think I said this last week.
The division
going into the season, I remember saying that the Marlins would be the best team in like almost every other division. They're definitely in the Central, and then the Brewers. They did not. They gave the Marlins a little bit of a spanking.
They didn't take too kindly to your words.
So, I think the Brewers are legit. They've looked great. They're pitching. Who was it? Dan Plesac, I think it was, who is a former Brewer.
Love him.
And he said that this is going to be the best starting rotation that the Brewers have ever had in history. And you could very easily agree with that.
I mean
they're too deep.
Consistently. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Fucking Yovani Gallardo, like
Ben Sheets,
Ben Sheets,
Jason Marquez.
I mean, come on.
But
there's no way.
I'm taking Burns and Woodruff as a 1-2 punch.
I don't think Hauser can keep it up.
No, 100% not. Lindblom or whoever he is, he's been cheeks.
They had a good 3. They'd be a lot more like.
Devin Williams has been kind of shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Peralta stepped up kind of big. Yeah,
nasty. Yeah.
He's been really good.
Yeah, and Devin Williams has been kind of shit, so he'll figure it out.
He's been getting better.
Yeah.
Each appearance.
Yeah. No, he has.
Haters.
Whatever that airbender pitch he has, though.
3,000 RPM change.
Yeah. What was it? 31.58 yesterday, I think it was.
Unreal.
That's disgusting.
It's insane. So, shall we get into the New York Yankees?
Sure.
Mac, you want to go with this one?
Yeah. What do you want me to touch on?
Well, let's go over the last week. How'd they do?
All right. Well, I guess they started to turn the page, as Aaron Boone likes to say, against the Braves. Right, so they got swept by the Rays, and then they played a 2-game set with the Braves. They split that. They played the Indians, won 3 out of 4, and then played the Orioles in a 4-game set, split with them.
We said the week, not the month.
It's been like this is the past week, and then they just played the Tigers and swept the Tigers.
We played 14 games this week.
Yeah.
And so Tyone pitched yesterday.
Tyone pitched yesterday, 5 innings, 1 run.
Yeah, it was his first win in since 2019 or 18.
First win in exactly 2 years. May 1st, 2 years ago.
Yep.
The 2019.
Yeah, he's looked great.
The Tigers made 53% of their outs on strikeouts in 3 games. Think about that. That's They had 18.
Are you trying to say that the Tigers are cheeks or that the Yankees pitching is good? Like what is that stat referencing there?
The answer is yes.
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
Yankees lead the American League in ERA right now. So
do they?
They do. They are actually 3rd in baseball with a 3.02.
I mean, the Yankees haven't been pitching terribly. They just weren't hitting.
Yeah,
that was
at
the
all.
Their starters
and their line and
the games at one point, and now they've kind of put it together.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little mad at DJ LeMahieu. Every time I pick him for beat the streak, he never gets a hit.
Yeah, that's why I stopped picking him, because I've picked him like 3 times, and I'm like, I'm ruining his season, so I had enough.
But no, I think especially with the Yankees though, like you're looking at this team, and Mac, you say it all the time. The biggest weakness is Aaron Boone and his line of decisions.
That's annoying.
I'm just wondering how long this guy can keep it up without getting his ass fired.
I mean, I'll just give you an example, right? I think I should probably touch on it the last time it happened with the Blue Jays, but like they have an off day tomorrow, and I get you're playing the Tigers, and now is a good time to rest some guys because you don't need your top guy. Yeah, but like why? Like Gleyber's hot, Giancarlo's red hot. You can't just play him another game and wait till Monday to give him an off day. I just don't get it. It just makes no sense to me. It's frustrating, right? You get exactly, yeah. Fire
Aaron Boone, yeah. Guy with the sign.
Get him the fuck out of here, man.
It's just annoying, bro. Like, and apparently he said something like, "Yeah, Judge has been begging me to hit him in the 3-hole for years now." It's like, well, what the fuck? Like, why wait now? Like, why say that in an interview? I don't.
Why wouldn't you? He's like one of your best hitters.
Ever since Stanton has been in the 2-hole, he's been like the best hitter in baseball. I don't know why, how, but it's working. So
I think Stanton likes the protection.
I mean,
I think he likes the pillow behind him because look at him in Miami. You know, he
hit 2 in Miami, right?
That's when he won his MVP. He hit 2.
Yeah, it was Yelich, Stanton, Ozuna.
I mean, I guess
right there too.
I didn't even think about this, but like enough with batting Odor in the 4-hole.
Yes, you've told me this every single day.
No, he was in the 4-hole. Like today, he was in the 4-hole, and it went because they gave Gleyber a day off. So instead of like moving people up, like he just kind of sticks Odor in the middle. It's just weird. Like he went LeMahieu.
Oh, he hit 3 yesterday.
Yeah, Jesus, God, even worse. He went LeMahieu, Stanton, Judge, Odor. Like, who the fuck is gonna pitch to Judge? It's like when he put Mike Ford there in the Indians, and the Indians were like, "Yeah, we'll just walk him." He went 0 for 2 in 5 plate appearances with 3 walks.
And we should talk about
so fucking stupid.
The Yankees. What about Mike Tauchman?
Yeah, he gets
trading him away.
Right. That's right.
He hit a home run the other day.
He got it. He hit it one tonight. Yeah.
He hit 3 for 4 his debut.
But him in the 4-hole behind fucking Judge is more of a threat than Odor.
Dude, they have like this. I'm telling you, they have an obsession with sticking a lefty in the middle of the lineup. They think it just splits up the lineup. Like it means nothing. It means
nothing if the guy can't get a hit or get on base.
The best lineup they put out all year, they scored 10 runs. So I don't know. Hopefully they roll with it.
Who'd they face? Who was the starting pitcher?
It was 𝒂𝒂𝒄𝒉. So
he was like one of the worst pitchers in baseball.
Yeah.
Michael
I mean-
Fulmer, by the way, has made a comeback, and he's in the bullpen
Has he?
with Detroit. Yeah, he is.
Really?
He's a sub 2
Detroit,
ERA.
Detroit's pitching hasn't been that bad. Spencer Turnbull's been good, and
Yeah.
Jose
And
Arena's
Boyd-
been really
and
good.
Boyd hasn't been terrible.
Yeah, he's hurt,
Yeah.
though, I think, right?
Mac,
he-
no.
Yeah, no, he
might
got
have-
hurt. No,
Yeah,
you're
he
right.
did.
Yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
Mac, what'd you say about Arena?
He's been good,
Been
really
good.
good.
Yeah.
I just remember you guys shitting on me when I mentioned that he was a guy you keep an eye on.
Okay.
doing our
well,
preview
let's
shows.
so
well,
let's
It's
mark
still early,
this.
but
Let's
I'm gonna
let's,
try and
let's
take-
mark
let me-
this.
We're trying to
Even
take-
a blind squirrel finds
Let's
a nut.
let's mark this, and we will replay this on June 1st and see how you feel then. Max.
When you're
You
in
know
it
what?
as a
That's
6-2
fair.
ERA.
Like-
let me defend me and Billy. So last year he didn't get his first start until September because he was on the COVID list, right?
Right.
And then he makes 5 starts, faces the Yankees, and DJ LeMahieu hits a line drive and fractures his forearm. Okay, so and then he gets DFA'd. So in what world is anybody thinking this guy's going to go to the Detroit Tigers and be their best pitcher?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, no, when he's on the Tigers, when we did this preview show, I said he might be an interesting guy to watch because he's got good stuff.
Can I get an exact quote on that? Is that exactly what you said? 'Cause that's
No, I don't think
different.
it's exactly what I said.
Go
but
go
like,
go back to episode what would that be?
Insert number
66.
here.
66?
I think,
I
yeah.
think 66. Go
Impressive that
back
we
go
did it
back
off the top of our
go-
heads.
go back to episode 66, Max, and you find that for us, and then I will give you credit.
Yeah, we'll give
Like
you
I said,
credit where
I-
credit's due.
I'm just looking for a little bit of credit. 'Cause I've been right on a few things early on this year.
What else?
Again,
What else?
Even a
Yeah,
blind
Buster
squirrel
Posey.
finds-
Okay.
Dude,
Go Buster Posey.
he had 2 home runs in the first 2 days, and he fucking fell off the earth for 2 weeks. Get out of here and start hitting again.
Wait, he's breaking again.
You want to know what's crazy? He probably got. It's because he took the year off last year. You know, got to
yeah.
sit down, rest his legs, come back.
Yeah.
He'll be
Yeah.
burnt out by August. Good for him.
Facts.
Though. I like Buster Posey.
He's a good guy, future Hall of Famer.
I agree.
So what was the segue that Macca started making before we started
Garrett Cole.
recording?
Oh, so
Let's hear
Garrett
this.
Cole has been pretty
Good.
fucking good. Yeah. I mean, he's got a. I mean, if you like your basic stats, you know, where the hell is this Garrett Cole's? Yeah, he's got a 1.43 ERA, 37 innings pitched. How many strikeouts? 62 Ks. 275 ERA plus. But you want to look at the FIB, right? 0.46 FIB.
Is that good?
I would.
What's-
It's better than
what-
Jacob DeGrom. so I would get-
What's XFIP?
So what is
I don't have
for
access
those
right
All
now.
right, forget that then.
may not
I
know?
could find it though. I could find it. Though. Give me a second.
Max is asking because he doesn't know.
What'd you ask, Max?
So what is FIP for those who may
Would
not
be
know?
fielding independent pitching, and that would be stuff that the pitcher can control. Is the simplest way I could define it.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Fielders. You can't control the fielders, so
Yeah, so he's got a
Essentially.
14.8 strikeout per 9, 20.67 strikeout to walk
Okay.
ratio. Yeah, I think he's been like, I don't know, I don't want to say under the radar because that's not true, but I feel
so
like,
I actually would say he's under the radar because a lot of people don't have him as the top pitcher in the AL.
I feel
A
like
lot of people have like Shohei Ohtani for some reason
I feel like he's been almost
People are gargling Shohei's
overlooked.
dick.
overlooked and like kind of just pushed to the side because it's expected of what he's supposed to do, right?
Yeah.
So they're taking these guys that are like, oh wow, Shohei Ohtani is
Shane
is a sub 4 ERA. He's a fucking MVP. No, he's not. Get the fuck out of here. Get him off this fucking mound.
It's also quiet because the Yankees haven't been good. Like they
That's
haven't been winning.
Yes.
So it's like they
agree
don't really
with
pay
that.
attention when they're not winning.
And like to compare it to Jacob DeGrom, because I know Macca, that's really where you were going with this.
I mean,
well-
I compared it in the sense where if you look at some of his numbers, and you look at everybody knows Jacob DeGrom's having the best
Right. So that's what I'm
ridiculous
saying. But so what I'm saying is, you know, we come up with all these absurd stats about Jacob DeGrom every start. And I think part of it is because he's a New York Met. The New York Mets have constantly been, you know, LOL Mets. So now that's good for the team overall. So they're gonna pay a little more attention to him. Jacob DeGrom is having Jacob DeGrom season.
Yeah.
Whereas so you're paying more attention to the Mets and you're not looking at the Yankees as much. So Garrett Cole is getting overlooked.
Don't agree. I think if Jacob DeGrom was doing this anywhere, he'd be getting the same amount of attention. Look at Corbin Burns.
What I'm saying is compared to Garrett Cole. You also you expect this from Garrett Cole. You also expect it from Jacob DeGrom, but my point
I mean,
being,
these are like astronomically fantastic numbers. So
Right.
Like for
The
a guy,
attention in New York is on DeGrom, not Cole.
You can
say
say
that
that.
again. Yeah, say that again.
The attention in New York is on DeGrom and not Cole, despite Cole having a fantastic start to this year.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I guess it depends on what fan you talk to. I would say there's more people are interested in Jacob DeGrom than Garrett Cole in general. If you're a smart Bezos fan, but if you're just like a dumb Yankee fan and look at the money, then you're probably like, I want Garrett Cole to outperform everybody because he's making $340 million.
Right, and that's another thing. Like Billy said,
20.
we expect this from Garrett Cole. You guys, the Yankees signed to that big deal, so you expect him to perform like this. It's an expectation. It's not a wow.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't expect him to be this good. I expected I mean, it's obviously 6 starts, so it's early.
Right.
I was like, I would have been content with like a low 3 ERA, assuming the Yankees would score a run.
That's exactly what I was going to say, because I remember right before the season started, we said that I know I definitely said, Cole has infamously been pretty bad to start the years, and then he goes on these tears.
Right.
And so it's kind of been the opposite so far. He's been on an absolute tear so far.
Yeah, and if you look at his 2019 season, it's one of the better pitching seasons like we've had in a while. And like
he was robbed of a Cy Young.
He was robbed of a Cy Young. Yes, that's a great point. But he didn't get going till like May.
Yes.
And if mid-May,
that was he had from May till whenever was unreal.
And you could argue right now in his first 6 starts, he's better than what he was in his best season. So like, I don't think he's gonna have a crazy blow-up start, like that'll inflate your rate.
But he'll have a few that have like 2-3 earned runs.
Yeah, like 3, 4 in a row. Yeah, he'll have a couple starts with 3-4 runs. It happens.
Boston.
So yeah,
that fucking offense is actually insane.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how he does against them. But yeah, Garrett Cole's been good. That's the summary.
I'll second that one, no doubt.
Yankees are on a rise, so we might be hearing a lot more of Garrett Cole's name around the baseball realm. Hopefully, I don't have to ever hear it out of Matt Vasgersian's mouth again.
He's better than Shane Bieber. Like, I want to. He's just better.
Yes, I mean, come on, you're a fool if you think that Shane Bieber's better.
Shane
in my
Bieber's
opinion,
great. Shane
he's
Bieber's
great.
Shane Bieber's a great strikeout pitcher.
No, he's a great pitcher.
He's a great pitcher. He's just not Garrett Cole.
He's not Garrett Cole, and he's not what he was last year. And I think that's what people have a lot of
the recency bias.
Yeah, like they're holding on to onto last year as if that was a meaningful year. Like,
we say as we take Devin Williams in fantasy.
Yeah,
but you
got to
look
at pitcher. It's different.
You got to look at.
I know.
Shane Bieber. I mean, who did Shane? Let me see who Shane Bieber's face this year.
Last year it was literally all
right.
the best team that he faced. The best team that he faced was the Twins.
And it matters to an extent. Like, obviously you still have to go out there and perform, but I mean, come on. Let me see.
Richard Bieber's faced the Yankees.
He started with the Tigers, and the Royals, White Sox, and then the Reds, Yankees, White Sox. So some pretty good lineups.
Decent.
But he's gave up 3 earned runs to the Reds, Tigers, White Sox.
How many did you give to the Yankees?
2. It was a 2-1 game. The Yankees won 2-1.
Right.
Do a complete game against the White Sox. So, I mean, he's obviously been really good, but he still hasn't faced like a ton of. Like, I want to see him face like
you want to see him face the Dodgers, the Red Sox,
Blue Jays, like a lineup that will wear you down. You know?
You want
the Red Sox
your
and
best
Blue
versus
Jays.
their best.
That's
like I even hope he faces the Yankees again, like if they're in like peak form in like the middle of the summer or something.
He'll get roped.
I mean, even the A's.
Yeah, even the A's, like just a good lineup. Like, the White Sox lineup's good, but I don't think there's still a couple of holes in there. I think honestly, Tim Anderson might have been hurt one time when they played him, so I don't know. It's like nitpicking, but.
By the way, Billy, I know you mentioned Matt Vasgersian.
Yes, I did.
I know tonight was not your favorite night to watch a Mets game, to say the least.
What?
Because you hate
Santa. Oh, A-Rod.
I just,
You
you know what?
hate
Yeah,
ESPN broadcasts.
I hate ESPN in general, but Matt Vasgersian, I've just had a hatred for him ever since like what is it? Was that like 05, 06, MLB The Show? It's just I hear his voice too much.
I know, I hear it every
Like-
year. I do like Matty B. I do like.
No, I like him on MLB Network, but
Yeah.
dude, I do not want to hear him on Sunday Night Baseball. It's like I don't want to hear him announcing a game. I don't.
He doesn't
honestly,
get
I don't want-
excited enough. Like in playoff games, he gets dumb hyped for like big moments. I feel like ESPN is
rather
just
have
such a
Boone.
bad watch. Though.
I'd rather have Boone.
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 Yeah.
Boone.
Boone.
Boone. I don't think Boone was bad. I kind of enjoy.
I want Boone.
Like I said, if he was the Yankee
Boone.
manager,
I want
alternate
Boone
reality.
Shelby.
Ujambi. Dan Shulman even.
I want whoever was doing the KBO games.
I just don't want ESPN. If I could ever request, that would be my request. I hate ESPN.
They just focus on
They,
everything.
dude, they were just so. I mean, maybe I'm being biased, but dude, I just felt like they were just fucking balls deep on the fucking Phillies all night, just fucking going to
Because the
town.
Phillies
No
were home.
doubt, dude. They do the same thing to the Yankees. They're literally deep.
Whoever's
throats of
home,
Yankees
they
all
do
game.
It's so
it.
fucking annoying.
I don't mind because I'm a Yankee fan, but everybody else.
And it's the same thing with like MLB Network and the Dodgers. Like they're just fucking balls deep. Like why?
Dodgers and the Cubs too.
So just quickly, the Dodgers and the Brewers played this past weekend. Dude, Bob Uecker is the Brewers fucking broadcaster. And they had Oral Hershiser and fucking
Joe Davis.
yeah, the other prick doing the fucking broadcast on MLB Network. Like what? They were in Milwaukee too. Come on.
You guys ever listen to a Tigers broadcast? I don't know why you would,
No.
but you could literally go to sleep listening to that.
There's a lot of teams,
Boston, too.
honestly.
Boston's brutal. It's
A
a
lot-
heavy
a-
accent.
a lot of
Eckersley is
teams,
bad.
man.
Eckersley, like
Eckersley is
is
bad.
bad. Like he
Yeah.
Like,
shouldn't
okay.
be allowed to. Like he's like a fan watching a game.
Yes.
Something goes wrong. Oh,
Well, hang on. We got Keith Hernandez out here in New York. So
dude, at least he tells it how it is. Eckersley
Yeah.
is like the guy's
They
like
tell stories. So
Yeah.
it's like oh
No,
no.
Gary Keith and Ron are elite. Like, come on.
right. And you know what? As much as I shit on the Yankees broadcasting, compared to some of these other teams, they're pretty good.
Michael K's annoying sometimes, but David
he gets
Cohn-
very annoying.
Yeah, David Cohn is probably
I like
the
David Cohn.
best analyst in baseball. Like
I like
his-
David Cohn.
His
that's-
baseball IQ is so high.
dude,
It's unreal, yeah.
insane. And Paul O'Neill. If anybody hates Paul O'Neill, I hate you. Okay, the guy's fucking.
He's not even on that often.
He dabbles. Him and Ken Singleton. They
They got a nice platoon going.
yeah, righty lefty platoon.
But no, yeah, Billy. To your point, I mean, give me Euchre. You don't know how much longer he's got left on doing this job. You know,
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, he's a fucking legend.
Hall of Famer.
All-time legend. Yeah. Come on. Euchre's one of the best to ever do it.
I mean, come
And
on, man.
down.
And,
he did.
and you got fucking Oral Hershiser fucking. Nah, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
I mean, let's not forget Bob Euchre called the Indians games when they were really bad when Wild Thing was around. You know,
I mean, I got a
Shut
hot.
up.
You want to hear a hot take? I got a hot
Shut your
take.
mouth.
Well, let's hear this.
I never liked. I was never a big fan of Vin Scully. I respect him, but like there's no way I could watch
that's
a
my
game.
guy. Be careful what you say. That's my guy right there.
No,
That's
I
what
agree. I agree with you. He's very old school and slow.
Like
Yes.
everybody would hype him up. Great guy, I'm sure, but Bob Uecker, bro, I can watch
Dude.
I can listen to every Hawk Harrelson.
The Brewers are
Thank
the
you.
Brewers are
Thank you. I was
blessed.
waiting for it.
Hawk Harrelson, baby. Nobody better than Hawk Harrelson.
Nobody talks more shit than Hawk Harrelson.
Nobody.
Nobody
He doesn't
does.
get enough love. Is the
Being that
problem.
guy in the fucking throat.
He doesn't get enough love, bro. Best color commentator, whatever the fuck he is. Fucking amazing.
Oh man. So
Nice little tangent there.
anyway,
We have to do a segment on that. We gotta name we go round table. We draft
Draft
our
it up.
announcers.
Draft a booth.
Let me end with
booth. I
this.
Draft a
like
three-man
that idea,
booth.
actually.
Let
No,
me end with
no,
this.
just the team. We pick teams. We go
No.
like a
Let me-
team's
I like,
broadcast.
I like
not-
to draft a 3-man booth, honestly.
I see what
that's
Hendon's
fine,
saying. I mean, either one.
That's fine.
all right. So anyway, today was
Play with the Mets.
Sunday night baseball. The Mets played the Phillies.
What a game.
Crazy, yeah.
Series
So
too.
let's just go over the Mets past week. It's only been 2 series. It was Boston Red Sox where they looked fucking horrific. So we'll kind of skip over that, and and then they played the Phillies, which was a very exciting weekend. We'll jump it off on Friday. The Mets won 2-1, right? If I'm not mistaken. Any corrections?
I can't
think
remember
2-1.
Yeah, I think it was 2-1.
Got here. Oh, they lost 1-2.
No, whatever. It was a 2-1 game.
2-1 game.
And then
We
they
forget
won
the wins
yesterday
and losses.
5-4. That's right. Yeah. So so they lost. And so there were some fireworks. And
I mean,
No,
well, real quick, Billy, to your point about the Boston series, they didn't look terrible altogether. The offense looked atrocious.
man,
Pitching held their own though.
You're almost as bad as MLB Network and with the Dodgers, man. You fucking
what?
No, they played like shit.
I got a question for Mets fans.
The pitching staff?
Max and
They
the
held
Red Sox is
Boston
just fucking.
They held Boston to
fucking
3
balls
runs
deep.
in 2
This
games.
kid fucking loves the Red Sox more than anybody I've ever met.
Cool.
I have a question for Mets fans when the time
let's hear it.
comes. When you guys are done with your going over, because they might come up in conversation. But yeah.
So you're gonna have it after?
Yeah.
Okay,
When you guys are done. Yeah.
So sorry, yeah. Let's there was some fireworks. The Boston series was boring. Max, come on, man. That was a shit series. Like what highlight do you have from that series?
No, I'm just saying the Mets pitched well.
No, they did.
No, they
kind of.
right.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. The offense was god awful, absolutely abysmal. And honestly, not worth watching. The Mets pitching staff.
No, you're right.
I'm going to critique Jacob deGrom. He got very stubborn and wanted to continuously throw fastballs.
I agree. And so we've I mean, the Red Sox have the highest average against fastballs in the MLB. They cannot hit breaking balls for shit. So why wasn't Jacob deGrom throwing that fucking 95-mile-an-hour slider every pitch? I don't know. But
fastball for most teams.
Yeah, but not for the Red Sox. They had, I think they have the lowest average versus breaking balls, but the highest average versus fastballs.
Fastballs, yeah.
So
I think Devers, Bogarts, I think it was Verdugo, all hit like over 370 on fastballs.
Yeah, probably.
They had something ridiculous like that.
Who knows? No, you're right. Give credit to the Mets pitching staff.
That's all.
Boring series beyond that. I mean,
yes. That's all.
So Friday, let's finally get to this. Jesus. So if you guys recall the Mets opening series of the season, they faced the Philadelphia Phillies, and Jose Alvarado hit Michael Conforto on the elbow after buzzing him about an inch from his nose, and now he what was, I don't remember what inning it was, but Alvarado eighth, so top of the 8th, and he ended up hitting Jeff McNeil, and then JD Davis, or no, Conforto got out. Yeah, he had that little bloop out to left field. Matt Joyce made the diving catch. JD Davis got intentionally walked. So then Dom Smith got up. And if you rewind back to that first series, when he buzzed Conforto, the one that had the biggest problem was Dom Smith. He ended up striking him out. And he went off on him. And Alvarado celebrated, which nobody had a problem with the celebration. So
no,
if you genuinely think that it was because of the celly, just honestly just off yourself now. And it was obviously because he turned to Dom Smith, called him a motherfucker, started speaking Spanish, called him a bitch, whatever the fuck he said, and he started mocking him, going with the hands. And so the whole time though, Alvarado's walking towards
talk,
and he's walking towards his dugout, and then the big boy throws down his hat and his mitt, and Dom Smith starts walking back. And we have to remember, man, Dom Smith grew up in Compton. I mean, he's not one to fuck with, in my opinion. But so fireworks happened. Alvarado got thrown out of the game. Dom Smith, and now he's got a 3-game suspension, right?
Yeah.
Votto has 3 games and he's appealing, and then tonight
He's gonna lose it.
Fuck up.
Yes.
We'll get there.
Relax, man. Mets win yesterday. Sorry. Another crazy game, and Michael Conforto ended up hitting the game-winning home run in the top of the 9th or top of the 8th.
Top of the 9th.
Top of the 9th. Thank you, Mike. And yeah, great game yesterday. Stroman came out with an injury, or was Stroman on Friday?
Stroman was Friday.
Yesterday.
Yesterday was Nimmo and JD Davis.
Right. And what's it called? Steve Cohen was the one that broke the injury news to the booth.
So bizarre.
through Twitter.
He's a legend.
So weird.
In true Mets fashion.
Gotta
This
love that. Like that he tweeted out before official word got anywhere else.
They have like a clubhouse reporter to do something like that. Like
Steve Cohen has many hats.
Filling in the shift. Like
he has many hats.
And
if you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself sometimes.
I guess that's why he's a billionaire. He saves money on shit like that. God bless.
And we'll get to actually, so after the game last night, the what's it called? Pete Alonso was interviewed and asked, what's going on? What's lit this spark? And he gives all credit to Donnie. No
last name for a little bit, by the way.
Yeah, he didn't know. He said he didn't know the last name, and they were like, how don't you know his last name? He said he just introduced himself as Donnie. And so now there's this mystery Donnie, and it comes out Donnie Stevenson.
Well, the funny thing is, Pete goes, "There's like, do you have a last name? No, I don't know. Yeah, I have to ask Chili." And then 2 seconds, Stevenson. That's what it was. Like,
yes, you see, someone was telling him above the over the
above the
camera.
Zoom or that laptop, whatever it was. Yeah,
Donnie Diesel, is that what they call
Donnie
him?
Diesel tonight.
Diesel Donnie tonight.
Diesel Donnie, yeah.
Diesel Donnie.
So I gotta ask you guys now. Do we have any theories as to who this Diesel Donnie Stevenson is?
It's gotta be. It's
Tomas Nido. Tomas Nido.
It's gotta be a player.
Doing hashtag Bob. It's Tomas Nido.
Well, Nimmo confirmed that he is a person today.
Yes.
It's gotta be a player. It's gotta be.
Well,
a player.
Nimmo confirmed it, but JD was very,
Who do you think in the Mets
non-committal
lineup is like a type of guy that would like
Pete Alonso
be a hitting coach to others?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Because like the Yankees pitching coach is Garrett Cole. It's not Matt Blake. It's Garrett Cole. Like,
well,
it's established.
I'm thinking of the timing. It can't be Jose Peraza, but just like the timing makes sense, just because he got pulled up and that's when it happened. But it's not. There's no way it's
Peraza.
There's no way it's him.
He's got a good approach. Good bat the ball guy. Low strikeout rate.
So yeah, he's the approach coach too. So
I think it's Kevin Pillar personally.
That's a good choice too.
Yeah,
that's what I think. Yeah,
dude, he raked tonight. By the way, we'll get to that. But
I'm still
by the way,
on Tomas Nido.
Just quickly, there is a helicopter outside. So anybody that is at Rosalind Bank, our thoughts and prayers are with you.
Good old side joke right there.
So so I saw some theories. Max, did you send these to me? I don't remember. I might have just I saw them.
No, you sent it to me. You sent it to me through Instagram. Yeah.
Okay.
Pull them
so
up.
yeah, you want to pull them up? I know. The top one was Pete Alonso wearing a mullet and glasses.
Yep, that was
Dom Smith because of the initials. Dom Smith and Donnie Stevenson.
Yeah, I gotta find it.
Don Julio.
Thank you. Don Julio tequila shots before the game. And there was a couple more. Did you get them, Max?
I gotta try and find it.
Come on, man.
I'm trying to remember which account was it. You sent it.
Send it to your normal ass account, man.
There we go. Alonso in a mullet wig. Shots of Don Julio tequila. Dom Smith alter ego. DS. It's just cocaine.
Yes.
David Wright in a mustache over Zoom.
There you go.
By the way, keep an eye out for Donnie Stevenson t-shirts on Take a Fit Shop.
Yeah, they are coming soon. They are definitely coming soon.
Diesel Donnie t-shirts.
Wait, did
Diesel
you see
Donnie.
the interview where what the fuck did he call it? An approach coach?
Approach
Yeah,
coach,
approach
yeah.
coach.
I mean, that's got to
That
go
was
on
tonight.
the shirt. Yeah, that's got to go
Approach
on the shirt.
coach. Yep.
Approach coach.
Let me write this down real quick.
Diesel Donnie, approach coach.
Yeah, get that on a t-shirt, Stat. That'll sell.
So yeah, I mean, the mystery of Donnie Diesel fucking Stevenson
Diesel Donnie Stevenson
will remain a mystery, I'm assuming. And I want it to be that way. I like it as a mystery. It makes it more fun. And so
You know how we're gonna find out?
I'll
We're
tell
not
you
gonna
what,
find
it's
out.
probably some
It's gonna be on the
nerd in the
Cookie
front
Club.
office. It's some nerd in the front office who's a diehard Met fan who came down to the clubhouse one day after a game and was like, "Listen, guys," he gets his computer, like wheels it on a cart, and he's like, "Listen, guys, this is what you got to do. You're swinging at X, Y, and Z. You got to do this."
You mean
this,
like
and that."
Jonah Hill and Moneyball?
Basically, yeah. Yeah.
Oh man,
It's actually just Steve Cohn in a way.
that's what I was thinking. What about Steve Cohen?
Keith Hernandez. Come on, it's Keith Hernandez.
Nobody came up with Steve
Maybe
Cohen.
it is. Maybe it is.
The man wears many hats anyway already.
Well, that's what I was saying, man. It is definitely a potential that
He's got a disguise. He comes in to the clubhouse.
yeah.
It's like those videos on YouTube when who was it? It was Chris Bryant goes to the JUCO school.
Yeah.
It's Domingo Ayala. There you go. That's who it is.
No.
So
But
anyway, tonight, Sunday Night Baseball on Trash ESPN, and the Mets ultimately were the victors over the Phillies. The Mets had 17 hits.
Wow.
And they were, I know going into I think it was in the eighth, they were 4 for 11 with runners in scoring position, which is a tremendous mark for the New York Mets.
I'm sorry, they had 4 hits with runners in scoring position in one game.
Yeah.
No,
4 for 11.
I think you're
Yeah, they were
wrong.
4 for 11,
No.
but it's really 3 for 11 because Dom Smith got thrown out at home.
Yes. So, yeah, no, you're right. So, yeah, I mean, Jeff McNeil fucking went off. Diesel Donnie working magic with Jeff McNeil. He went 4 for 6.
Jeez.
We're gonna skip over Lindor. Conforto went 3 for 4. Pete went 1 for 5. Dom went 2 for 5. Oh, Nimmo ended up going into the game.
What?
Defensive replacement
Yeah.
at the end of the game.
Huh. Pilar went 3 for 5.
With
With a fucking that was a fucking laser. That was great. And my boy VR. So that VR play, I don't know about you guys. It kind of made me feel like, a little reminiscent of Daniel Murphy-esque type base running, but VR actually knows how to run the bases and is fast.
You talking about with the third base thing in the playoffs? Yes.
Yeah. So VR was on. He got picked off. I mean, was it like 37 times, something like that? And he, what's it called? Who was up during that?
It was
McCann?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it was McCann. Yeah. So McCann was up and he ended up hitting a laser at Hoskins at first base. He missed it. It ended it hit his glove. It dribbled up the first base line to the outfield. VR obviously went first to third. He's a great base runner. And then Hoskins is in foul territory. He's walking over into fair, and he throws a nice little lob over to the second baseman, Maton, Phil. First name's Phil, right?
No, it's the pitcher.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
What?
It's his brother.
All right, Phil Jr. So
I think Nick Maton.
I don't care.
Okay.
Phil Jr. And throws a lob to him, and VR just takes off home. And right when I saw Hoskins go to throw it, I was like, oh shit, he might go right here, because that's not a good idea against a good base runner.
Why are you even making that throw?
Right?
It's a 5-foot throw.
Right?
Just give it back to the pitcher at that point.
Kinsler was 2 feet from the third baseline, so you can't throw it back to the pitcher either.
True.
Just run it in,
But
and call
walk
time.
it
That's all
in.
you gotta
Yeah,
do.
exactly. You're 100%. Exactly. That's what I said. Like, it's just so stupid. Just stupid baseball.
Keep the ball in your hand
And run it back in. Walk it back in. He could have walked it back in. He would have been fine.
Call time.
Why?
You have to be on the infield there to do it.
Right. You walked into the infield there. As soon as you step foot there.
Yeah, he was a good 15 feet out into the outfield. I would. Nah, you're not gonna. Regardless, he has to run it in. Regardless, I mean, it was just a stupid, boneheaded mistake by I guess you could say, a pretty incompetent fielder. I would call Hoskins an incompetent fielder.
Yeah, he's not the best.
I mean, he's not horrible. Like he is nice. He stays in front of the ball on throws. I do like that. He's not, he doesn't give up on the balls in the dirt. What happened, Mike?
Sorry, I'm watching Sports Center, and they showed a stat. Mark Canha's been hit the most times in since the A's moved to Oakland, and they gave him like a standing ovation when he broke the record today.
That's stupid. What?
Just because he tipped his cap. It was
So stupid.
I'm sorry.
He gets hit a lot.
Yeah, he got hit 60 times in his career.
Derek
Wow.
Dietrich and Anthony Rizzo get the hit of. I've never seen anybody get hit more in my life. It's like they bring up a stat, next pitch gets drilled. Happened in spring training with Dietrich like 4 times.
Brandon Nimmo and Jeff McNeil are pretty good professionals at getting hit too.
Yep.
Yeah, then
You know what? Like, hell yeah. You know what? If I had a son, I would 100% have him watching Brandon Nimmo every day. I mean, like, he is the prime example for little league.
He could take it down a little bit though. Like, every year you're getting up there with age. You don't want to. You don't want to see him walk.
He's only 28
and do a tumble because he blows out a hand. I'm just saying. Maybe it's just because I'm used to watching Stanton and Judge, walk around the bases, but because they're bodybuilders that are like 75. But yeah,
whatever, man. So
I digress.
Sorry.
So,
I digress.
Yeah, well, the Mets, in that inning, they ended up blowing it open. Pete Alonso hit a 3-run double, bases clearing, and they went up 8-4.
8-4. Yep.
That was a 6-run inning, and then it got blown. Of course, can never be easy.
Almost.
Yeah, almost blown. And Rhys Hoskins hit an opposite field, originally called home run. Upon further review, it was not a home run, and it was very clear that it was not a home run. And Rhys Hoskins was
not
happy about it. Edwin Diaz ended up getting hurt. And
did you see what happened there?
No.
It's probably forearm tightness.
Yeah,
through 30 pitches.
Yeah, I was thinking
he's
that
pitching
maybe
for like
back.
3 and 4 days or whatever.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
I thought it was weird that he was bringing him in with a 4-run lead.
Yeah.
I was surprised that it wasn't Familia to begin with, but dude, honestly, how the fuck does anybody hit Jerry's Familia? That ball, that 98-mile-an-hour fucking sinker is moving like fucking 7 inches.
That's what I'm saying. Dude.
How do you hit that?
These guys walk so many people.
Because
just let him hit it sometime.
Right?
Freaking
see what
chokes the ball too much.
That is very true. But like, I think it was Ron Darling a couple weeks ago. He was like, dude, he should just be throwing the ball down the middle every time, because then it's just gonna break and not be down the middle. It's gonna be hit the corners. And he's right, dude. That ball is insane. How anybody could possibly hit that is beyond me. And somebody who can hit it is Bryce Harper, who is now 2 for 14 against him in his career.
2 for 16.
2 for 16. Sorry. And he ended up striking out, winning the ball game. How can you hit that? Honestly, and
Harper was hurt
against lefties. Yeah,
Harper was definitely hurt. Yeah, Billy said the same thing. Don't know why he's in there. He looks uncomfortable as shit. It just.
Yeah.
I'll never doubt Bryce Harper's toughness.
I wasn't a fan of Bryce being in there today. I thought it was not a great move by Girardi. I understand having to have him in this game, but
they had to. ESPN made him.
Probably
not lying.
Before we move on to the rest of the league, real quick, because we spent an ungodly amount of time on New York baseball right now.
The fuck are you talking about? We spent literally half and
feels
half.
like an hour at least.
It's 10 minutes on each, and then
10 minutes? Oh god, it feels like forever.
sorry,
Anyway.
15 minutes on each, and then 15 minutes on the
Regardless.
month.
Anyway,
Jeez.
during this entire game, one of the great minds from on the power play, Matt Fisher, decides to call me after the Didi home run where the Phillies take the lead.
Mm-hmm.
I literally go, I'm not dealing with your shit. Not happening. Not dealing with this. So he picks up, after the Mets have the big inning, picks up the phone. He goes, "If they have the balls to answer the call."
Well, first of all, that's bad on him. You don't call until the game is over and you officially win. You can't make yourself look like an idiot like that.
Hang on.
That's a tough scene.
Have you met Max?
So I call him, like, "How you feeling,
Yeah.
buddy?" Calls me back when Hoskins hits the homer, in air quotes. He goes, "How about that?" I'm like, "No, it's coming back. No, it's coming back." Get a call from at the end of the game. He goes, "Oh man, good game.
It's embarrassing as a Phillies fan, especially if you're Alvarado. Fucking embarrassing.
He threw
Yeah,
11
I had
pitches.
two-
And
Oh,
got
by the
yanked.
way, I totally missed Dom's quote.
Oh yeah, let's hear it."
Gotta pull that up quick. Hold on.
Alvarado allowed 3 earned without getting an out.
He looked like he was gonna kill somebody if he stayed in any longer.
Seriously.
And Dom's
How
will be
did-
coming up
Dude
soon,
has
right? Wasn't he?
no command.
That is the worst thing
Dom
you
would have
could
been the
do.
next batter.
The
I
worst thing
believe.
you could do is talk shit and not back it up
Not
and then
back it
get
up.
lit up the next day. Like you
Mhm.
look like a fucking
And real
idiot.
quick,
fool.
Billy, if you have Dom's quote, because I have yeah, go ahead.
So Dom said, and I quote, "I'm a grown ass man. He waited for his team to grab him. I'm right there. He could come meet me in the tunnel tomorrow if he really wants to get after it."
So now he gets lit up today, obviously,
Yes.
and couldn't find the strike zone at all. Had nothing. But earlier in the week, Joe Girardi said about Genesis Cabrera, right?
Yep.
And if you can't find the zone, you don't belong in the big leagues. I'm paraphrasing. I don't remember what the exact
That was
quote was.
basically it. You're right.
After Cabrera hit Harper in the face with the fastball, which again, another reason why Harper may or may not have should not have been in the game.
Mhm.
And then the very next pitch hit Didi Gregorius in the ribs.
Yep.
Now, personally, I'm watching this and I see Cabrera's body language to both. You can tell there was zero intent.
It was 0 and 10. I mean, I have a video for you guys. If you would like to see, you see that Genesis Cabrera is very clearly opening up that front side, and that's why he's throwing it at the batters. He's trying to throw it down,
In the zone.
He's trying to throw it in the zone.
Like a
It's
lot of lefties do
clear.
that.
They
left on
do.
left.
They do. It's very
Jordan
common.
Montgomery on the Yankees does the same thing, and it happened against the Rays. Of course, it happened against the Rays, and he hit Austin Meadows twice, and he literally just completely opens up his front side, and he gets that arm side run,
Yep.
the two seam,
Exactly.
and it just hits a lefty every time.
And that's what's going to happen. It's so. Oh yeah, we fucking dude. We're all over the place with this shit. Miguel Castro.
Oh geez, yeah.
I
thought I had a good segue, but
hold on, sorry. Miguel Castro threw 2 pitches inside to Rhys Hoskins and walked him, and Rhys Hoskins got all pissed off about it. Don't really know why. I guess he thought that there was intent, and the Phillies broadcast also thought that there was intent.
What was the score of that game when it happened?
With Castro, there might have been
It
intent,
was
honestly.
at that point. It was 5-4, right? No, it was 4-4. It was tied.
4-4.
Yeah, see, that's what no big
In a
leaguer.
4-4 game, there's no intent.
There's no,
No,
exactly. No
exactly.
big leaguer is petty enough to blow a game like that. Just because they want to hit somebody.
You're just a fool if you think that. Like honestly,
I've seen it enough with the Yankees and Rays the last 4 years now. It's like it'll literally be a tie game. Somebody will try and establish inside, and then they'll freak out. Like enough.
And it's not even like it was really that close to Hoskins where he was like getting like all pissy about it.
He's also wild. He's always been wild. Same
Dude,
with Alvarado.
yeah, exactly.
Been notoriously wild the whole career. The thing with Cabrera on the Cardinals is that you just hit somebody in the face, it just looks bad to hit somebody again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It just looks bad.
And
there you go, Max.
And thank you for leading me into this because our friend Brian, again, on the power play from the tips, check him out. He was very emotional, as any fan would be in this situation. You see a guy get hit in the fucking face with 97?
Yeah, I mean, part of it
Square
was
in the
Harper.
face, and then
Part of it was Harper's problem too. His
right, he
fault.
didn't turn
I don't
away,
want
turn in.
to
No,
put the full thing on him, but
No,
Yeah,
it's
but-
it is